you and enjoy the game.
And you just heard our national anthem coming to you from the Regional Training Center in Virginia Beach on this final Tuesday of October 2021. It is October 26th. I am Matt Hatfield. We have Virginia Beach field hockey action for you today. It's the regular season finale for these two Beach District squads as the Frank W. Cox Falcons, unblemished on the season at 13-0 overall, take on the Salem Sundevils, who check in on the season with a record of 4-7 overall, trying to secure one of the final playoff spots in Region 5A, which is pretty much going to be a battle to the end here. We'll tell you about some of the playoff seeds in a moment, but our sponsors for today's game, Vault Athletics and Fitness, one of them, our title sponsor, and we thank them for their support of high school athletics. The Vault Fitness facility is Hampton Roads' newest 13,000 square foot facility located in the Hilltop section of Virginia Beach. They specialize in youth athlete development, personal training, small group training, and specialty fitness classes. Vault Athletics and Fitness. You see the Cox Falcons ready to get things underway here in the white uniforms. What a year they have had in the green numerals. The Salem Sundevils in the red jersey tops and the black shorts. And Cox comes into this one mighty dominant. They've outscored their opponents 72-3 on the season. Yes, 72 goals versus 3 allowed. The only teams to score them, Collegiate, who they beat 4-1 in the opener, a ranked team. Assumption out of Kentucky, a nationally ranked squad, they defeated 2-1 back in the Ring of Honor. And Princess Anne, one of the better teams around, who they edged 2-1. Outside of that, it's been all shutouts and lopsided victories for Coach Taylor Roundtree's team. And we'll tell you about the players, the characters to watch out for in this matchup. And for Salem, though the record is not glossy, they have improved a good deal under Christina Oyola, the first-year head coach, as they have improved on last year's win total. Just a victory last season. They've already quadrupled that and looking to squeeze in the playoff door in Region 5A. For the Sundevils in Salem, I'll tell you about some of their players. Numerical order, we shall say. Number 1, Mallory Haskey, who scored 2 goals against Bayside last Thursday, the only 4-year player on this squad, last year's MVP and the second-year captain. Number 2, Bianca Corpus, the junior. Number 3, Chelsea McGovern, a junior. Freshman Gabby Dwisberry is number 4. Freshman Bailey Seiler is number 5. Another freshman in Skyly Commodore wears number 6. While you have sophomore Candace Bell donning number 7. Alora May, a freshman, wearing number 8. Senior Kayla Rippentrop, number 9. Number 10, Ella Ramsey, a junior. Number 11, Tamia Lawton, a freshman who has played rather well in a couple of our viewings here on BeachSportsplex.com. And then you have number 14, Izzy Martinez, a junior. 16, a senior in Katie Babinez. And number 28, sophomore Nicole Bird, the first-year goalie. We'll tell you about the Cox Falcons here in a moment, as they are led by Zella Bailey, the Ohio State commit, who has had a number of goals this year, a hat trick, in fact, the last time out in a shutout victory over Green Run, where 11 different players scored for the Cox Falcons. And we've got our first penalty corner before we tell you more about that victory for Cox here in just a moment. As they squeeze it into number 15 for Cox. That is Emmy Schwartz. And already a 1-goal advantage for the Cox Falcons as Emmy gets on the board here. She's headed to William and Mary for the next level. So Salem trailing early on here. As we mentioned, Emmy Schwartz on that penalty corner for them, as they capitalize quickly in this matchup. Coach Taylor Roundtree's squad are ranked among the best in the entire country, not just locally or statewide, as they've won 3 consecutive state championships, have the Frank W. Cox Falcons out of Virginia Beach. And coming into this year, 22 state titles, a Virginia High School League record, trailing only Severna Park of Maryland's 24 when it comes to the national total among leaders in the land. So Schwartz wears number 15. You also have Zella Bailey, who's going to Ohio State, wearing number 12. The Duke commit Abby Spear is the goalkeeper. Number 21, she is a senior. Watch out for her younger sister, sophomore Megan Spear, who wears number 3. So we see Cox on the move here in the early going. And they put it through there. Number 2. That's going to be Sophia Birch. Getting on the board for Cox as they up their advantage to 2-0 here. Just a couple minutes gone by in this matchup on a cloudy 70-degree Tuesday afternoon in Virginia Beach. Starting to feel like it's in the low to mid 60s, and it's going to get down to the 50s tonight. As Cox has it racing with Zella Bailey in the open field. Good angle there. And Bailey. What a nice job she's done. Zella Bailey on the board as Cox has a 3-point advantage. Less than 6 minutes through in this matchup. She had a hat trick the last time out for Cox, as did another young lady on this roster, Ava Ostrowski, a senior wearing number 19, as they absolutely handled Green Run 15-0. That came just days after a 10-0 shutout of Tallwood. So they've outscored their last 2 opponents 25-0. 11 different players scoring for them. And in addition to Zella Bailey and Ava Ostrowski, keep an eye out for the Davidson commit, Elise Unger, wearing number 18. She's a junior. Cox tries to squeeze it through, but Tamia Lawton's able to take that one away. As Salem tries to race up the left sideline, far into your screen there. Lauren Sanford, number 16, getting in her way. Irma Gray Bailey wears number 5 for Cox. She's a freshman. They bounce it up ahead. Good pass on the run. That's number 2, Sophia Birch, who's already scored in this contest, and Ella Ramsey able to deny her for the time being. And the Sun Devils keeping Cox from opening up the floodgates even more. So more names to watch out. We try to go back in numerical order here for you for the defending 3-time state champions in Class 5 out of Cox High School. Number 1 is Joey Savino. Number 2 is Sophia Birch. Number 3 is Megan Spear. Number 4 is Avery Parker. She's a junior. Irma Gray Bailey, we mentioned, the 9th grader, wearing number 5. Number 6 is Addie Frolich, a junior who's had her fair share of assists this year, in addition to goals. Everyone on this team is scoring and making plays. Reeves Caparici, number 7, a junior. Number 8 is Quinn Braithwaite, a freshman who's got a really bright future. She's been impressive in a few of our broadcasts we've brought to you here on our YouTube channel and on beachsportsplex.com. Number 10 is Rose Bannon. Number 11, Mackenzie Dare. Bannon's a junior. Dare's a freshman. And we have our second penalty corner. I'll tell you more about the rest of the roster here in a moment. After this penalty corner. And that one's going to be blocked. Trying to get it off the rebound as that initial shot put on by Elise Unger, number 18. Seawin Leather is number 13. You know about Zella Bailey, number 12. Number 15, Emmy Schwartz, we highlighted her. And Lauren Sanford, number 16. Emerson Miller, number 17, a junior for Cox. Number 19, Ava Ostrowski. Mentioned her, a senior. And Abby Spear, the goalkeeper, wearing number 21. Cox with a 3-0 lead, and we thank you for tuning in here on our broadcast today between the Salem Sundevils and the Frank W. Cox Falcons. Going on the other field, you have, believe, Green Run and Lancetown is the matchup I see on my sheet here. Neither one of those teams has been able to notch a district win to date. And I believe we have another game following this. First Colonial and Maury are scheduled to play each other. This is the end of the regular season. If you can't be here in person or for the playoffs, make sure you tell folks that you can watch these games online at beachsportsplex.com under streaming. Just click the link and make sure you smash that subscribe button on our YouTube channel when you search Virginia Beach Sportsplex. Salem coming up with it with Bianca Corpus. Now it's poked away there with number 15, Emmy Schwartz. Trying to get it past that quick and attacking Cox defense. Megan Spear trying to send it into the circle area. Looks like we're going to have, I do believe, another penalty corner coming up for the Falcons, where it'll be Spear with the entry here to our left. Another one of our sponsors for today's game is AstroTurf. The AstroTurf brand has been driven by forward-thinking ingenuity since 1965, continuing to improve its system design to deliver playing surfaces with the most realistic sports-specific performance, longest-lasting durability, and sound player protection. AstroTurf. And the Falcons can't convert on that penalty chance with Elise Unger, her shot wide of the net. So as you look at the Region 5A picture, Cox coming in at 13-0, First Colonial at 12-1, Princess Anne at 12-3, Kempsville at 10-5. Pretty much figured to be the top 4 seeds, locking them up. We'll see another penalty corner now for the Falcons. Skating by a defender there, Zella Bailey, but then it's booted out on the rebound try now for Cox. They try to get it in closer with number 8, Quinn Braithwaite. Can't do it, and it's denied yet again. 5 through 8 seeds will be interesting to see how this shakes out, where you have Tallwood at 5-10, Salem at 4-7, Bayside at 3-7, according to the R School standings that they keep up there for varsity field hockey for Beach District teams out of Region 5A. But you also have to include a couple of Southeastern District schools that are in Region 5A, those being Hickory, who, according to my sheet, is 9-7, and Indian River, who is 1-7. Those records might not be 100% accurate, but those are the results that the ADs have up there. Off the rebound, it's going to be number 12, Zella Bailey, the initial shot by Addie Frolich. Cox still in possession with it. Third time, not a charm, as Salem is dodging bullets left and right. That was Bailey again. And then another deep look from, looks like that was Bannon. Or check that was Elise Unger. 5th try for Cox here. And you see trying to squeeze it in, number 15, Emmy Schwartz. She had a teammate in Ava Ostrowski, who's fresh off a hat trick like Zayla Bailey, and that won't work. As we tick under 4.5 minutes to go in our opening quarter. So Indian River, Hickory also could be in that mix, and Indian River's got only one district win I see over Oscar Smith, a Class 6 school, which could give them some booster points, but I'm not sure it's enough to get in the field of 8. Looks like Hickory's going to grab one of these last spots. It doesn't look like we'll see Green Run make it, which is yet to get a win, or the Braves of Indian River make it. So then the question becomes, where does Hickory fit into this picture? Probably the number 5 seed, likely to open up with Kempsville in a 4-5 matchup, which means you probably see Princess Anne and Tallwood in the 3-6 game. First Colonial Salem probably in your 2-7, and Cox likely to be slated to play Bayside in the quarterfinals of the regional tournament. Regional action will get underway on Thursday, it's our understanding. And that includes 6A, 5A, and 4A. As you see inside the circle deep there is number 12, Zella Bailey. The VHSL website, when you go up there at vhsl.org, and you go to the field hockey tab, you'll see the brackets and some of the information. We can tell you that the Class 5, Class 6, Class 4, Class 3 state semis will take place at Spotsylvania High School and at Massaponax High School. Your championship games at Cortland High School, all across the land, and we'll say across the land, meaning the state. We'll tell you more details here in a moment, as that 6th penalty corner unable to net a goal here for the Falcons, who will stay in possession. State quarters are slated for November the 9th. State semis, November the 12th, which is 2 weeks from this Friday. And then your state finals coming up 2 weeks from this Saturday on November the 13th for Class 5. It's a 2 o'clock start time at Cortland High School. And Coach Roundtree's Falcons plan to be there as they go for the 4-peat. But they still have a lot of work to be done to get to that point. And on the move, it's Elise Unger dumping off to a teammate inside the circle. Put it through for number 19, fourth goal of the day. That's Ava Ostrowski scoring as the Falcons extend their lead to 4-0. So Cox continues to dominate and control things, as that latest goal means they've outscored their opponent 76-3 on the season here in 2021. Not too shabby. You see a battle there. It's going to be won by number 19, Ava Ostrowski, as she was battling for it with Kayla Rippentrop of Salem. Now up ahead, it is Schwartz finding Ostrowski. Salem comes up with it, and then they send it nearly out of play, but brought in by Emerson Miller, who pulls it back out, allows her teammates to set it up. Addie Froelich to the far side there. It's going to be Elise Unger. And now Seawin Leathers. And are they going to count that a goal, or are they going to say she was crossed the line? I think they're going to say she did. That's not a goal there. It looked like that was nearly put in by Ostrowski, but they did not award that a goal there for the Falcons here, as we're approaching under a minute to go in this opening frame. Which gives us a chance to tell you about another one of our proud sponsors here of field hockey action at the Regional Training Center, and that would be Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group. They're not your typical mortgage company. They're lending you peace of mind, understanding that getting a mortgage can be stressful, but Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group is here to guide you every step of the way, dedicated to providing you an enjoyable journey from start to finish. Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group. Megan Spear trying to make something happen, but it's poked away, and it's Bianca Corpus on the move now. Ooh, and she takes a tumble there. To be grabbing her right knee, and hopefully she's all right. And she tripped and fell down. She's able to get back up, and Tamia Lawton now will advance the ball into Cox territory, but it is taken away by Elise Unger. Falcons now in the attacking third, looking for another goal here. We'd say insurance goal, but I'm not quite sure they need it. I'm not sure they're going to be calling Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group. They have enough goals here. But at 4-0, it's just a normal routine performance for them. They're used to these type of efforts. Looking for what would be their 11th shutout of the year, should they be able to make it stand today. We've reached the end of one quarter of play. Cox comfortably ahead, 4-0, thanks to goals from Emmy Schwartz, Sophia Birch, Ava Ostrowski, and Ohio State commit Zella Bailey. We'll pause, step aside, and you'll hear from some of our sponsors before second quarter action, including right now, we hear from Zoop Eatery.
Nobody cares for more young knees than CHKD Sports Medicine. Our specialists, surgeons, and physical therapists work together to develop treatment and training programs that get young athletes back up to speed safely with the strength and confidence they need to stay in the game for the long haul. CHKD Sports Medicine. Care today to last a lifetime.
So you just heard from one of our sponsors here of field hockey action at the Regional Training Center, that being Chicho's Pizza. They've been serving the best pie around for over 50 years, a beach institution since 1968, from the single phoning location to now 8 different spots around the Tidewater area. Stop in or order online to find out why they're a favorite here in the 757 area code. Chicho's, more than a pizza. Matt Hatfield back here with you on this Tuesday, October the 26th, the year 2021, as it's getting closer to Halloween. All the spooky tricks and treats out there, and playoff time right around the corner here for field hockey in Virginia. The HSL Field Hockey Regionals will begin coming up on Thursday in 2 days, and the Cox Falcons are well positioned to be a number 1 seed, leading the Salem Sundevils 4-0 here as the second quarter is about to get started here. Only behind them by a game, the First Colonial Patriots, who will be in action in a little bit here against the Maury Commodores. And also, First Colonial has another game scheduled for tomorrow at 4 o'clock against Cape Henry Collegiate. Not sure it's going to impact their seeding much when it comes to, again, they're a game back of Cox, who can wrap up the top seed. Certainly those two could be on a collision course for the regional final, dare we say. And then Princess Anne is sitting back in the 3 slot with 3 losses on the year, so it would take multiple losses there, but I'm not sure it's going to be enough in terms of the power points to jump them. So we see Cox here with possession, first with Emmy Schwartz and now with Zella Bailey. But the Sun Devils able to grab it with Tamia Lawton, evading a couple of defenders and then trying to make a pass on point, but Cox able to quickly pounce with Zella Bailey. Gets it to Megan Spear, who's being pestered a good deal by Miss Bianca Corpus, who took that difficult spill earlier, but has been okay ever since. Check, that might have been Mallory Haskey. Couldn't quite tell if that was 1 or 2. Haskey is 1 and Corpus is 2. I do know we have another penalty corner coming up after Cox had 6 of those in the opening frame. This their first of the second quarter. Let's see how they react here. Zella Bailey with the fire shot, and then it's going to be put in with 8 and 3. The tandem there. Assist Braithwaite, and goal for Megan Spear, as Cox ups its advantage to 5 here with just under 14 minutes to go in the second period. So Cox will keep it in possession here with Megan Spear here, as she'll have it right here inside the attacking third. And that one will sail out of play. But the Falcons stay in possession here with a little over 12 minutes to go in the second quarter. Again, needing 5 more goals to make it a mercy victory by the end of the third period. And they're getting close to getting that, as they nearly had one put in through with Irma Gray Bailey in that traffic near the net. Very, very tough circumstances today for the goalkeeper, Nicole Bird. The first-year goalies had a really high save rate this year. A couple of shutouts. Saved the day in a shootout with Tallwood. And, although Salem came in having been outscored this year, 39-26, they've been in a lot of close games. Kellum, Bayside, Ocean Lakes, Princess Anne, Tallwood, all games decided by 2 goals or fewer. So they've been improving. Today, just a tough matchup for them against this very potent attack that they are facing from Cox High School, as that one will go wide of the net to the right. Getting very cloudy here and getting dark, so I know that the forecast is not calling for rain, but I see some umbrellas out, and there's a possibility we could have a little bit of a downpour at any point. Let's hope not. But it is getting rather dark here at the training center. My phone's showing me just 4% chance of precipitation, but sometimes you can't always trust those weather Dopplers. It can be a little off from time to time. Sort of like picking football games, as that is Zella Bailey who loses the handle. Tamia Lawton trying to work it up the field and then loses it along the sideline with Elise Unger swiping it from her. Now it's Irma Gray Bailey until it rolls out of play. Another one of the sponsors here of our athletic events here at the Sportsplex and Regional Training Center would be One Life Fitness. One Inspired Life. We're here to help start your new membership today at any one of our 8 convenient Hampton Roads locations, or go online to onelifefitness.com to claim a free trial pass. One Life Fitness. Falcons now inside. Good look at it, but it's going to be just off the mark by a hair from Emmy Schwartz, who is such a threat whenever she's got possession to score, set others up to do so. A real fine playmaker for Coach Roundtree's club, and Cox has been as good as advertised this season with all those Division I commits. We mentioned Abby Spear going to Duke, Elise Unger headed to Davidson, Emmy Schwartz, William & Mary, and Zella Bailey to Ohio State, and certainly Megan Spear and Quinn Braithwaite going to have opportunities at the next level. A couple of sophomores and freshmen, respectively, that have been instrumental in their success this year. Bailey had a hat trick in that 3-0 win over Norfolk Academy, who was one of the best teams around the area on the private school scene. And Abby Spear coming up big in that one as well with some huge saves. But 14 goals for Zella Bailey, I believe, in the first 6 games. She was just, every time they had a run out, it seemed like she was scoring. And there's Zella Bailey right on point, nearly getting a goal, but that one's going to be just far off the mark as we approach 8.5 minutes to go in this first half. A little cloudier, darker, and a tad bit windier as well here. As it's getting closer to Halloween time, that the sun sets earlier. Sunset on my phone scheduled for 6:13 p.m. and it's just 4:27 at the moment, so might have to get the lights on if it keeps going at this rate here. And you see the battle there. Bailey's going to go over the net there. And that one's going to be out of harm's way and from putting a real threat on Bird as the goalkeeper. And we'll see checking out a couple of Cox Falcons, 5 and 8, replaced by 1 and 11. So that means Mackenzie Dare and Joey Savino coming in for Irma Gray Bailey and Quinn Braithwaite. A couple of substitutions there for Coach Taylor Roundtree's Cox Falcons. And why not? With a 5-goal lead, you can kind of mix and match the rotations and play with the lineup. Penalty corner forthcoming for Cox here with under 7.5 minutes to go in this second period. This will be their, by my count, 8th if you're keeping track at home. And we know you are. It's going to be booted away by Bird. Good job there. Looked like that might have been Lawrence Sanford on that attempt for Cox. And just inside the attacking third, that was going to roll out of play. Tempo's been right where Cox wants it. Constant pressure, much like we saw Tallwood have to deal with against Cox about a week or so ago. And, you know, eventually that can wear down an opponent to where that barrage comes. It becomes 5-0, and all of a sudden it's 9-0. Cox can do that in a hurry here. Again, Salem just trying to get in the playoff door. As for the other Beach District matchups going on today in field hockey, we mentioned about First Colonial slated to play more in an out-of-district matchup. Let's hope the weather holds up for that to occur here. Coach Beanie Schleicher's team, really talented yet again with Finley Payne and Emily Tomorrow, the ODU commit, leading the way for them. But you've got, as we mentioned, Green Run and Lansdowne, battle of winless beach squads there. Tallwood and Princess Anne, as well as Ocean Lakes and Bayside. Now, if Bayside was to beat Ocean Lakes, they could possibly, I think, leap Salem into that 7 hole as far as seeds go for Region 5A. Ocean Lakes is a Region 6A school, as is Kellam, as is Lansdowne. So those are the 3 Virginia Beach schools in Region 6A. A couple years back, Cox and First Colonial dropped down from Region 6A to Region 5A. In fact, if we look at some of the state championship banners, I'm looking at right in front of me here, Cox 2018 Virginia 6A state champs, and then 2019 they were Virginia Class 5 state champs. And 2020 state champs in Class 5. As they continue to rack up the state championships. "22 state titles. Quite an achievement for them. And just the amount of talent in the city is quite impressive, because in addition to them winning state championships at the public school ranks, that we know First Colonial has had success and been in that state championship conversation in recent years. You look around here on the fence and you see state championship banners for Cape Henry in 2018 and 2019 in the VISAA. Penalty corner here, and that one, did it go through? It looked like it did for Zella Bailey. Or did it bounce off? I think she fired that in from a distance. What a shot. My goodness, it was a goal. I thought it went through. It just fired right into the net and bounced right out after she scored it. 6-0. My, oh my. Some heat on that one. It was like a pitcher throwing 95. Good gracious. Couldn't believe what my eyes saw for a second there. I think she had the Salem Sundevils stunned as well. There's Tamia Lawton getting away from the pressure, and then Cox is able to eventually knock it away with Megan Spear. Salem trying to push it back out with Katie Babinez, a senior on this team. Not a lot of seniors on the Salem roster for Coach Oyola. She's got Mallory Haskey, number 1, number 9, Kayla Rippentrop, and number 16, Katie Babinez. Pretty much about it in terms of the seniors on this roster. It's mostly sophomores, freshmen, and some juniors mixed in, with Corpus, McGovern, Ramsey, and Martinez among those 11th graders that they'll be counting on for next season as seniors. Cox trying to get something in there, but they're able to knock it out of the Sundevils. However, it goes right to a Cox player, ready for it, and Emerson Miller. Nifty passing from Spear inside, and it's going to be deflected. How about that? From 15 to 1, 0 to hero. Emmy Schwartz over to Joey Savino. And another one. Bites the dust, was on the board. 7-0. I think Emmy Schwartz has had an assist in each of the last 3 or 4 games we've done here at Cox. Or I should say with Cox playing at the Regional Training Center. She's constantly finding a way to set her teammates up. That's going to be Savino. And then taken away by Lawton. Lawton is everywhere, too. I love her hustle. She was rather good in one of our recent broadcasts we did for Salem. I think it might have been against Ocean Lakes, in fact. They turned the tide in the second half, thanks to her and Haskey in that game. All Cox today. They are just in complete control. Total domination as they look to add to their great resume. Falcons have it inside the circle. Oh, nearly a collision there between number 3, Megan Spear, and number 1, Mallory Haskey. And put it through the net again. I believe that was number 7, Reeves Caparici. On the goal, the assist, give that to Joey Savino. So that's 8 by my count. Just under 2 minutes to go in this half. As Cox has been full throttle here. Goes out of play. On this final regular season day for them and the Sundevils. Salem hoping they have enough points garnered to still get in the playoff door, which, you know, based on my projections, which are anything but final or official, I think they will still find their way into the playoff door. Now, they could have to draw First Colonial or even a rematch with Cox here in the opening round. Not even that possibility, a 6 seed, but I think that's going to be hard to reach here. Tallwood playing Princess Anne. We'll see where they stack up in terms of the points for seeding. But as it stands right now, I would say that it's going to be hard to gain more points from any of those squads here. It's an 8-0 lead and under a minute to go in the half. Cox trying to build it to 9-0. So we see a good smattering of fans here on this late Tuesday afternoon in October. Getting a little chillier outside. Temperature dropping a bit. And as it is, let's tell you about another one of our sponsors here of Field Hockey Action. That being Zoop Eatery, where you can build the perfect box lunch. Customizable and individually packaged meals for your convenience. Choose from any of the wide variety of soups at Zoop Eatery, as well as fresh salads, made-to-order sandwiches. It's all served with a hunk of bread and dessert. There's something for the whole crew at Zoop Eatery. My man James Timmons was telling me earlier that Zoop Eatery is one of his favorite places to go to. So it has reached halftime here at the Regional Training Center. Cox in control, 8-0, thanks to a pair of goals from Zella Bailey, as well as one from Sophia Birch, Reeves Caparici, Ava Ostrowski, a goal from Megan Spear, and then Joey Savino and Emmy Schwartz, each with a goal and an assist. It's all Cox here on front of Salem. We'll take a halftime break and come back with the second half before Maury and First Colonial take the pitch here from the Regional Training Center in the final few days of October. Keep it tuned to BeachSportsplex.com and our continuing coverage of VHSL field hockey action. Right now, we hear from Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group.
For more than 23 years, we've made it our mission to lend peace of mind.
Even when times aren't very peaceful.
We know that every borrower is unique.
That's why we put you first in every step of the loan process.
At Atlantic Bay, we are dedicated, now more than ever,
to providing digital tools, resources, and a lending hand.
To help you reach your home dreams.
Because we're here for you.
whenever,
Wherever,
however.
What's so extreme about the DQ Reese's Extreme Blizzard? How about all the Reese's you could dream of, with classic creamy Reese's peanut butter cups and crunchy Reese's Pieces? Plus, you guessed it, peanut butter topping and chocolatey topping. All blended in world-famous DQ soft serve, for a treat that takes your favorite combo to a whole new level. Wow, what a rush. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
After more than 50 years of innovation, AstroTurf still leads the way. The inventor of artificial turf does it all, right here in the USA. We engineer, test, manufacture, and install the world's most innovative fibers and turf technologies. with over 30,000 tracks and fields worldwide. AstroTurf.
And we're back here at the Regional Training Center. The second half is underway with the Cox Falcons up 8-0 on the Salem Sundevils. And we're sorry to cut off AstroTurf, one of our sponsors here, but half was a little shorter than we thought it would be. Matt Hatfield back here with you on the Virginia Beach Sportsplex YouTube channel and beachsportsplex.com as we have changed fields. Cox going from left to right now, and Salem from right to left. Sun Devils in the red unis with the black shorts, the Falcons in the white tops, white shorts, and green numerals. As you see number 8 there, Quinn Braithwaite, trying to get her first goal today. She's got a handful of them this year. Tamia Lawton yanking it away. Getting into Cox territory until the Falcons are able to get to it with Irma Gray Bailey, who dishes it over to Lauren Sanford. And that one goes out of play there as they try to connect with Irma Gray Bailey on the run here. After this one is done, stick around, all you field hockey fans. First Colonial taking on Morgan, an out-of-district matchup. Commodores haven't been quite as strong as they've been in recent years, but it's still a very dangerous game for the Patriots, who come in at 12-1, looking to sew up that number 2 seed before a matchup with Cape Henry to close out the regular season on Wednesday, and then the playoffs coming up on Thursday. So, trying to get in playoff mode, Beanie Schleicher's team from FC. Falcons have it inside the circle. That one controlled for a moment by Megan Spear. Cox gets it right back. A nifty pass there as they find number 5, Irma Gray Bailey. I believe that pass was delivered by Emmy Schwartz, who's dishing it as well as maybe Steve Nash used to on the hardwood back in the day. Some of you basketball fans might get that reference. Others are wondering who Steve Nash is. If you're a field hockey fan that didn't watch any round ball. I guess today you'd look at Trey Young. He'd be the more apt comparison. Nonetheless, she's doing some great things distributing-wise out there. And you see the hustle from Zella Bailey. You know, that's what makes a great team, when your superstars are willing to sacrifice her body and get to those plays in the corner. Knowing you're up 8-0 is not necessary, but she's going to continue to apply max effort and energy out there. And it's going to be rewarding Cox here with a penalty corner here as they try to tackle another goal to make it 9-0. All right, here's the penalty corner now for Cox. And it's going to bounce out of play as it goes off the shin, if you will, or leg of Nicole Bird, the goalkeeper for the Sun Devils. Apparently that was a goal, so it is 9-0. I thought that bounced off the shin of the goalkeeper, but they're going to say that was a goal to make it 9-0 in favor of Cox. It looked to me that it bounced that way, but again, as we've seen some of these shots by Zella Bailey, they put so much heat on some of them, they can go through and the eyes might deceive you a little bit. Officials counting that in, so Cox up 9-0 now on Salem as they continue to pour it on against the Sun Devils. There's Tamia Lawton, able to knock it away. And a loose stick there, as that's going to be Elise Unger losing her stick, but she gets it right back. Let's see what the Falcons do here. So here's the second penalty corner for Cox this quarter as they get it into number 3, Megan Spear, and it's going to be deflected and then it goes out of play, keeping the score at 9-0 in favor of Cox here. Salem able to keep that from becoming a double-digit deficit on that sequence. Tamia Lawton now with it with A little more than 10.5 minutes to go. Elise Unger jumping in front of that. Cox with it now with Avery Parker, mixed up with Mallory Haskey. So under 10 minutes to go. Cox now with Lauren Sanford. There's Mallory Haskey, who has it, gets it up to Tamia Lawton. And now Haskey trying to dig out of trouble here. It's going to be taken away by Zella Bailey. And that halts that situation for a moment. Now Tamia Lawton with 9:20 to play in the third quarter. They're trying to get it through the sway of Cox defenders and up the field. So Cox feeds it up ahead, and that's going to be pulled in by Salem's number 16, Katie Babinez. Up ahead into the teeth, but then Cox takes it with Megan Spear on the far side here. Falcons trying to move into the attacking third. Good movement there as they have it with Sophia Birch. Now number 18, Elise Unger, trying to keep it from going out of play, but it will head out with under 8.5 minutes to go in the third period, where we'll tell you about another one of our sponsors here for today's game, and that being John's Tax Service, providing tax preparation and retirement planning services. John's Tax Service and JPM Financial Services have been serving all of Hampton Roads for more than 20 years. They're the best thanks to you, John's Tax Service. We have our third penalty corner of the period for the Falcons. It is their 11th of the game. In the traffic there, the Falcons trying to play a little bit of hot potato with number 16, Lauren Sanford. It will roll out of play here with under 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. Cox still up 9-0 here in this matchup against the Salem Sundevils. For the season, Cox has outscored its opponents by a pretty hefty margin. In fact, 81-3 being the total here, as that one will head out of play. Salem will have possession here, and they will try to see if they can get something in position to get their first goal of the day, down by 9. In fact, it actually will be another penalty corner, rather, for Cox, as that infraction will send Megan Spear over to put this one into play here on the penalty corner opportunity. Watch out for 15, Emmy Schwartz, as well as Zella Bailey, both of them in the center here. She feeds it into the near side, though. That's going to be blocked. Nice job there by the goalkeeper, Bird, to deny Elise Unger of a goal. And they try to get a second or third shot, or second and third shots before the rebound. And we lost view for a moment, but we're back there. So no need to panic. As I think some of the wind might have shifted us for a brief moment, but everything good here. We'll have the Commodores and Patriots coming up. Varsity game to follow this. And another penalty corner coming up for the Falcons here. With Megan Spear. She gets it into Zella Bailey. And now in the middle there, it's almost put in on a rebound try for Cox. Good look at it from number 8, Quinn Braithwaite. And with under 4:40 to go in the third quarter, Salem still trying to dig out from its own end here and get some breathing room. But Cox not allowing for that. You see the double team coming with Avery Parker and Elise Unger. Two heady defenders. We'll also see Seaman Leathers trying to intercept and get in position here. They got to try to get it to Chelsea McGovern here quickly. Got to be quick, precise passes. Lawton. They try to play a little give and go, but right there, jumping in the middle of it in the fray is Elise Unger, who scoots away from Lawton along the sideline, and it goes out of play. While we have a little bit of time here with under 4 minutes to go in the third period, we'll tell you about another one of our sponsors here at the RTC, the Regional Training Center, as Seaman Leathers tries to advance the ball closer to a goal here. CHKD Sports Medicine. Whether your child is competing as part of a football team, field hockey squad, likes to ride a bike, or on Olympic Glory Road, the multidisciplinary team at the CHKD Sports Medicine program is dedicated to the comprehensive treatment of illness and injury in pediatric as well as college athletes. CHKD Sports Medicine. Glad to be a part of our coverage here of field hockey action on this final Tuesday of October 2021. Good to have a full season again after the abbreviated spring campaign for all these young ladies and athletes that they had to deal with several months ago in the early portion of the 2021 calendar year. It's going to be Spear. Megan trying to thread the needle to possibly Rose Bennett on an assisted goal situation there. See the FC Patriots out here with their strength shirts, their pink shirts here. A lot of pink out here to support Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Great cause there. Now under 2.5 minutes to go in this third quarter. It's going to be Unger. And there is Megan Spear. And another penalty corner coming out for the Cox Falcons. Inside now to number 16, Lauren Sanford in the middle there. It's going to be just wide, hitting the post area, if you will. And catching it off the board is Tamia Lawton. And then Seaman Leathers swipes it away almost immediately. If you blink, you missed it. Cox back with it now. 1.5 minutes to go in the third period. And we lost picture for a moment, but we're back with you. Mother Nature playing havoc with us for a couple of sequences today, but we're back here. I think we got another penalty corner coming up for Cox. They've had a boatload of them. I think we're up to 15 if this one is a PC for the gals in green and white. So now they feed it in the corner area to Addie Frolich. Rebound and nearly a goal. As we saw Megan Spear. In fact, it was a goal. It's not nearly a goal. It was a goal. Number 10 of the afternoon for Cox to give him that double-digit lead against the Sundevils. As they have been dominant this afternoon. There's Megan Spear, under a minute to go in this third period. Trying to get one more here. Falcons have frustrated Salem for much of this contest and now starting to add up the penalty corners here with the time ticking under 25 seconds to go in the third quarter. We'll see if they get that 11th goal. They've been averaging 12.5 the last two games. This would be their fourth game of 11 or more goals should they tack on another one before this one is complete. And that one will be out of bounds. And in the books, 3 quarters of play. Cox 10, Salem nothing. Goals from Zella Bailey, who's got multiple goals today, as does Megan Spear, Emmy Schwartz, Joey Savino, Ava Ostrowski, Sophia Birch, Reeves, Caparici, as they have put forth another big-time effort today, running their season total of outscoring the opposition to 82-3 for a 14-0 regular season. What a performance today for the Cox Falcons. So that's going to do it for this matchup. And again, we thank our sponsors, as that'll be the three-quarter Mercy Rule end. And those sponsors being the likes of AstroTurf, Atlantic Bay Mortgage, CHKD Sports Medicine, Chicho's Pizza, Dairy Queen, John's Tank Service, One Life Fitness, Shine Time Power Wash and Paint Professionals, Tropical Smoothie Cafe, Why Not Italian, Zoop Eatery, and of course our title sponsor, Vault Athletics and Fitness. Go check out their new facility located in the Hilltop section of Virginia Beach. For our entire team of Maurice Burnett, Jacob Sado, James Timmons, I'm Matt Hatfield. Thanks for watching. We've got the Maury Commodores and First Colonial Patriots on deck. Stick around to beachsportsplex.com for continuing VHSL Beach District field hockey action.